Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the former Buckeye and Travion Henderson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Once more, it's Henderson. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Johnson, he's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. In motion, it's Odunze. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 30.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Patriots are going to recover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Montez Sweat able to stay with the quarterback. He runs him down for a loss of 9. On second down, it's May. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big hit for the Patriots. That gains an even 60 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw on first down is May. Open May. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once more, Henderson. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Down just shy of the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. Put money down. I'm all about. All my people now. All what I
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What is up?
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Run front.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll find his man, Nicole Hartman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. On the give, it's Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. And the Bears going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Williams to throw on second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. He'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That is caught. He's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line.
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's quickly out to Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 41.
On first and 10, here's May. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw now, May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Pats will up the lead to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll put Loveland in motion. On first and 10, it's Williams. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That one's good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. This is Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On second down, it's Williams. Connection made. It's Burden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Another one there for Burden. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 11
On the bootleg, it's Williams.
Bears, first down.
Taking off, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Bears. First and goal, Chicago.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The Bears will line up for the
They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Patriots 14.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Maynard on first and 10. He'll air one out for Higgins. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board, and there's an element of instincts, there's an element of understanding offensive game plan, and then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
44-yard line.
Hey, what's up? Crazy! Crazy! Hey, five.
Throwing now is May. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Christian Barmore getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. Throwing is Williams. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
For the Bears.
On the return is Jones. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and inches.
No gain on the
Out of the gun, here's May. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, New England.
17 yards.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into...
Try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Moving outside the pocket, got his man at the 6. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his big tight end. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard
1st and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun. It's May. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What's that? We're good. Crazy.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That is caught! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
13-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll tuck it and take off. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Tackle made by Harold Wainwright. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline. And we will not have to return you. This one angled out of bounds. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throw again is May. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Here's May again. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It's going to be third. They need 1. May to throw again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
May to the air once more. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle.
At the
It's
Bears'
second and 5.
18-yard line.
Here's May. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Hey, here we go. Sit up. Hey, what's up? Hey, expect some question now. They may try to heat us up.
Out of the gun, it's Henderson. And he will score! Game on! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 24, Patriots 21.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Williams to throw on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. In motion, it's Odunze. On third down, it's Williams. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A run, it's Jones to the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Velus Jones. Touchdown, Bears. That his second touchdown tonight. Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 40.
We're good.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 30.
On first and 10, here's May. This one complete to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for our Patriots. First down.
Now May exiting the pocket right, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 31-yard line.
May to throw on second down. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
What is up?
On the bootleg, it's Williams. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Headed left, buying time. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
To throw on first down is May. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Made out on first and 10. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll they'll set up second down. Out of the gun, here's May. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
First and 10 at the
They'll break the huddle,
43-yard line.
coming up now for first and 10. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing is May. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down